shoot, hang on. um. Oh, and then. Is it working? Hello. Sorry. Um, I'll just check to make sure things are working and we'll get to it. Yes. So I will start getting flight sim up or sky vector up and everything. Okay, it is working. Ugh. Hello, hello. Actually working late tonight. Okay. So does that I'm confused. Like you're working late? That sucks. Or you're working on tomorrow's stuff. I hope it's that one. Hello, by the way. Um, so I'll get Sky Vector up and then we'll try and figure out. Kind of lurking. Sounds good. Working. Oh, boo. Presentation for tomorrow. Oh. Oh, that sucks. I hope it goes well, though. So no worries. Happy to have you here regardless. Oh, I'm awkwardly placed. Okay. Okay. So I will try to be audibly entertaining, I guess. Where's the thing? This thing goes there. Sky Vector. Excellent. So now I check and hopefully find some IFR stuff, and then we will make our plan and see where it goes. Okay. That's a lot of TFRs. Ooh. Oh. That could work. It looks very IFR-y. I do me. Okay, sounds good. I will try. Which is awkward and strange, but I mean, yeah, that's basically it. Okay, we might be doing East Coast now, I guess, because that's the only IFR I can really find. Well, that'll be interesting. It's very busy over there, so we'll see. Oh, but that's very coast. That's fine. This is fine. Okay, sure. That's what we're doing. Um, IFR, low IFR. That looks nice. We'll see what the procedures are. Arrival. Nope, can't do that one. We could depart from that one. Bridgeport procedure. Approach. Localizer. Is there a hold? Yes, there's a hold. Kind of want to do the hold. Did some stuff with what's instructor 3 on Friday. My new instructor 2, um was stuck in a check ride. So he's like, "Hey, I got this other person who could go with you." And I'm like, "Okay." And it was an airline pilot. And so we did somewhat airline piloty things and very precision things, which was good because I'm not good at that. So what am I doing? Adding this KSNC. What am I doing? I was practicing craft clearances and I have a whole weird route in there. Add to route. There we go. And now we go here, add to route. 31 nautical miles. That should be good. Different aircraft. Excellent. Oh, I guess I can put it up on the thing. So, flight plan Kilo Sierra November Charlie Chester, is it New York? Connecticut. I can't tell. The low en route charts are still eye boggling. If I can use that term. Is that a term? It is now. Kilo Bravo Delta Romeo. And we shall see. Well, we're basically going straight on Victor 475. So we shall go to the VOR. Boop. Nope, not that. Oops, no, not that. Shoot. There we go. And taking this out. Okay. Now going to the VOR, which is mad Isin. So we go here, go to mad Isin. And we will see about departure. So I'm gonna try and do like a full sort of flight plan thing, even though I still have no idea what I'm doing. I assume we're gonna get go to Carled, but I'm unsure. So we're gonna go to Chester. We're gonna check the departure. Takeoff minimums, alternate minimums. Excellent. Open link in new tab. And a boop a doop a doop a doop a doop. It's Chester, so Chester, Connecticut. Chester, Sierra November Charlie, takeoff minimums, obstacle departure procedures. November 1810. Okay, runway 35. We shall check the weather. I think it said it was straight calm. Variable at 4 knots. So we will also check the AFD / chart supplement to see if there's a calm wind runway. Is calm wind runway usually like towered airports? I don't think I've ever. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen like a calm wind runway for something that's not towered. Tended, blah blah blah. November. Well, okay. So Chester. Okay, doing it properly. Okay. 416 feet. I'm not sure I know what the B means. NOTAM file Sierra November Charlie, runway 1735, 2,722 feet. Ooh, that's kind of short. Okay, I should probably check that. Not necessarily can be either. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. um, uh, airport remarks attended blah. Okay, no, sorry, not blah. April through October, 1400 to 100. November to March, self-service fuel, runway 17 displays threshold marked but not lighted. Oi, displays threshold 5 feet higher than end of runway. Is that supposed to be inches? What? Okay, we're gonna find out. B means rotating beacon on the field. Sounds good. Thank you. Sorry to disturb. 5 feet high. Okay. Guess we'll find out once we get on the field. Excellent. I don't see a calm wind runway, so we will kind of figure it out when we go. We will potentially check to see what looks nicer. Runway 35, takeoff minimums. Climb 285 feet per nautical mile to 900. Okay. Takeoff obstacle notes. 17 trees beginning at departure end of runway. Blah, blah, blah. I don't really see a departure procedure, so we'll potentially make one up. So since 3.5 is this to 900, maybe we'll say runway heading to 900. And then before turn. We'll go with that. Okay. So we'll do that either way. And we'll just do direct to Madison and then along Victor 475. So direct to Madison and then Victor 475, okay, hang on. So technically, okay. So it wouldn't really matter too much, because it's such a short distance, which frequency you use, which VOR you use, question mark. Although we'll be proper and do it halfway, which is at 11. We'll swap over to Igor. whatever this one is. Bridgeport, Bravo Delta Romeo. Okay, and then we will have our. Oh, that's interesting. Madison Radial 7-8 unusable. BYD. Beyond 16 nautical miles use. Oh, sorry, but beyond 60 nautical miles. Use Norwich Radial 259. Interesting. Okay, hadn't seen that yet. Good to know. Snivel. um, I just love these. Seal Yodel Carled. There was I can't remember quite where it was. I think it was down in Texas. There were some practice IFR clearances, and there was a Legos one. And it had build it, blocks, Bob, do it. Yeah. Those are just so fun. I'm so happy about all of those. Okay, so then we will be going to. We'll see if there's an arrival. I kind of doubt it, but maybe there is. Arrival. There is. So we're going to do Denna 2. Excellent. Oh, Igor is for Igor Sikorsky, famous helicopter designer and namesake of the airport to which I'm flying. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that. There's so much I need to learn. Thank you. Okay. No, we're going to go like that, and then that's there, that's there, that's there. Okay. So we'll go into Bridgeport Sikorsky. Excellent. We will attempt an arrival question mark. So the Bridgeport one is for jets. So the Denna one is for pistons, which is mine. So we're going to go. We're coming from Chester, so we go to Athos. To hang on. Where am I going? Where are we going from Chester? No, that was Madison. Oh yeah, but we are. Hang on. Sorry. So there's a Chester VOR somewhere that has nothing to do with Chester Airport. Let me look. Chester CTR. CTR. Oh, yeah, not going from there. I get the feeling that I'm probably not going to be able to use the arrival because I'm only going like that far. Hop, skip, and a jump. Because that's there, that's there. Not the same Chester. Right, okay, that's like 70 miles north. Yeah, we're not going to go that far. Just to do an arrival. Well, we'll just check it out. We'll just check it out. So, if we were going somewhere coming from a little bit further away, we would utilize this arrival potentially coming from one way or the other. We'll just start at Chester. So, we would start at Chester. We would use radial 279, 39 miles or 39 DME. And or do the once we hit this VOR as well. And then we would turn onto radial 354 from this one. Sorry. So if we were coming from Chester, we would also have Pauling put in. And once we intersect with the 354 radial, we would then turn inbound, cross that, and then go to Loves and probably hold at the Carmel's VOR radial 027 intersection. Ooh, it's a left hand hold. and then on to Denna. And if we were using DME, it would be 28 nautical miles from Bridgeport. VOR. And then Denna. Oh, wait. No, yep, that's okay. So this procedure is for propeller aircraft only. Oh, sorry. Yes, way out of the way. Could start at Pauling. Let me look. Let me look. It's so far away. let me hang on. Pauling, skip Madison, skip KSNC. Start at 1-1 and what? No, that's restricted. Hang on. Could do there. Hang on. Sky Acres. Oh, got 3 options for transitions: Rockdale, Albany, and Delancey. Chester is just across radial. Oh. Okay, hang on. Okay. All right. Pauling is where the arrival begins with no transition. Okay. So got you because the stuff down here. So Albany or Albany, one of the two. Delancey, Rockdale. Okay, that makes sense. We haven't gone over arrivals yet, so I'm just struggling through it. So Pauling. So if we started at, hang on. Where am I? Millbrook? Millbrook. Millbrook. Okay, then we would actually have a departure procedure too. Okay. It could work. Okay. So we're going to change just a little bit. We're gonna go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I gotta look at it again. So we're gonna be around here-ish. Again, not to scale. We're gonna bop over there, and then we're gonna go like that. Okay. Yes. This will work. Add to route. Do. And then to Pauling. And then down to Loves. Loves is there. And then through. So to Denna. And in. Okay. All right. That's what we're going to do. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will adjust this accordingly for November. For November. Go away. And we're going to go to Pauling. Oh, it did it for me. That was fun. Okay, that was cool. And then okay. Yep, nope, this is good. And then this one, and we're going to do the ILS localizer. Please say that they're circling authorized at night. Shoot, not authorized at night. So we're just gonna land. Depending, hopefully the wind is with us. All right, so another thing with instructor 3. Where's my scratch pad? He tried to help me get better with briefing the approach. So I select the approach. So it is ILS or localizer, runway 6, excellent. Bridgeport Sikorsky, Bravo Delta Romeo. Um, make sure it's up to date. It's June 16th. Excellent. Up to date. And that's the selection of it. And then I think, I'm not sure. Then the setup of it is the frequencies and the altitudes. So, localizer 110.7, ATIS 119.15, New York approach control, Bridgeport Tower, oh gosh, ground control, clearance delivery. Clearance delivery and tower is closed, and Unicom. Yikes. And then MDA, we're doing localizers, so 380, and hopefully landing runway 6, because we're not allowed to circle to 11. However, 6 to 11. Oh, okay. So if I'm coming in here, I could circle to 29 or 24. There is high intensity runway lights on 6, 24, and 11, 29. Oh, obstacle clearance. That's why for 11. Okay. So we will see which runway we will be going to. So we'll be doing the holding pattern, and I'm going to attempt. The trim wheel is going to tick me off a lot, but we're going to try and do proper holding at 90 knots. And then, yeah, so 1800 holding pattern at the localizer, hit that, and write down plus DME. Excellent. Okay. When vertical glides, did I miss that? Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Must be more thorough. Thank you. What if the vertical glide slope is not working? So since I'm doing localizer, it would be not authorized then. So, okay. So I'll read the whole thing then. Autopilot coupled approach not authorized below 350. Okay, that's good. We don't have that. When vertical ground slope indicator is in op, circling runway 11 not authorized at night, which we do not have. So we will not circle to 11. Missed approach climb to 1800 on the BDR Bridgeport. VOR DME radial 054 to Milam intersection and hold. Oh, VGSI is the pappy in this case. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Got it. What is Sifivas? Sifivas? I'll see if it's on my thing. Sifivas? I'll find out. I'll find out at some point. Calverton? Okay. That's fine. All right. So we have kind of briefed. Still wasn't very thorough. I apologize. Oh, it's gonna be weird because it's gonna be over the water too, kind of ish. Wait. Ooh, it is. Ooh. Okay. That's gonna be fun. All right. All right. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. We'll quick do little nav map. Yes, visual glide slope indicator. They should call it a game World of Acronyms. Actually, though, I'm trying so hard to keep all of them in line, and that's why I say them all out as often as possible. Whenever I have to actually say them, I say them out so that I hopefully remember them when I need them. Oi, oi, oi. Thank you. I'm working on it. It's just a lot, and just the way that my training differs right now from my private training. It's different, and I'm still getting used to it. But it's good. It's great, and I have help, so I appreciate it. Little nav map there, doing the thing. I think I have to switch it. Do I? Because I re-downloaded little nav map because there was an update apparently. So I just got to make sure my little nav map works on here. Good. And it moves. Excellent. Perfect. Searching. It is. I moved into this quickly. I'm doing good. Thank you. It's well, I got something to say. Next week Tuesday actually is the my plane anniversary, my discovery flight a year ago next Tuesday. So I'm excited about that. It's gonna be fun. 4/4 November. This one. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to do something special slash fun, but I don't know what really. So I'll figure it out. It might be a little bit different than what I'm doing now, and then we'll go back to it. But I might just want to keep going. Papa Whiskey Lima. Oh, Pauling. Definitely Pauling. Puerto Williams. No Pauling. Add to flight plan. And then go to loves. And I think I can just put it in here. So cool. Yes, I'm excited. Add to flight plan. That's not where I want you. And then Dana and Kabutter. Move legs down. Excellent. Dana. Add to flight plan. And Kabutter. Airport. Kilo Bravo Delta Romeo. Add to flight plan. Perfect. All right. And then I'll see how well this goes. I'm going to try and put it into a actual flight plan. Where's my stuff? Where did I put it now? That's where I put it. Okay. Documents. How do I find documents? There it is. Nope. Documents. Nope. Pictures. There. Okay, found it. Opening with. Should I just open it with paint? Yeah, we'll just open it with paint. I know how to use paint. Open with paint. Okay. And now I will bring up. Oops, paint. That's fine. Bringing up paint. Boo? No. Boo. There we go. EA. All right. So we are IFR. Okay. We're doing a text box as hotel tree 1 Delta 1. Excellent. Aircraft type C. Oops. 152. And I don't know what the equipment type is. The GPS, having the GPS is G, but I don't know otherwise. I think true airspeed 107 question mark. Departure point 4/4 November. Proposed departure plus 5. 3 3 3 303. It's probably going to be 30 Zulu. Zulu. Oops. Zulu cruising altitude. Oh, I do got to figure that out. So along a Victor 4/4 is 3,000, and we're going that-ish way. So I'm assuming we're going easterly. So that's going to be, we'll just do 5,000. That sounds good. That sounds nice and round. Route of flight. All right, here we go. This is going to be our clearance as well, hopefully. So 4 November. Procedure, departure, Millbrook. So we'll just go to Pauling. So PWL. And then just straight up Dena 2. Oops. Dena 2. Excellent. And then KBDR. Kilo, Bravo, Delta, Romeo. So technically, I probably would not put in the departure and arrival airports for the route. Kilo, Bravo, Delta, Romeo. Estimated time on route is about 0 hours. Do you like pad that? Because it says 32 minutes. I'm just gonna go with 32 minutes and I'll oops, not that long. Remarks. Fuel on board is going to be it's at night. But I thought it was 45 fuel during the day. I don't remember about at night though. Or doesn't it matter because you're IFR anyway? So it's hang on. So it's 3.5 gallons. Oh, sorry, hang on. Hours and minutes. I have to do math. Hang on. Uh um M M no, hang on. I've forgotten how to do this. Oh no. Well, so it's 3.5 gallons plus an extra 45 minutes. Although it is supposed to be low IFR. So technically, I would also need to get to an alternate. Being professional. So perhaps we would just say we would go to Kilo. I almost said disco. Kilo Delta X-Ray Romeo. That looks, it's VFR and it's on our way. Oh, New Haven is also. We're going to go that instead. So undo. So we're just going to have an alternate just in case. So that means we're going to put in that into our flight plan in order to get the add to route. So now it's 4.1 gallons and then another half, which is another 4 gallons. So it would be 8.1 gallons. So we would at least have, technically, we would just fill up. However, $45 minutes is, hang on, sorry, is 3/4. So 8 is 6. So an extra 6 gallons. So 10.1 gallons is what we would do. So 10.1 divided by 8 is 1.265. So technically it would be, if we did it just enough, it would be 1 and then minus 1 times 60 would be 16 minutes. And I probably did all that math wrong. I apologize. Name and address, excellent. Destination contact, excellent. Number on board, 2, excellent. Color of aircraft, I think it's like white with red stripes. Closed VFR flight plan with, yeah. Okay, we did it. Yay. Kind of. Fuel for flight to intended plus fuel to alternate plus 45 minutes at cruise. Right. Does it differ at night though? because I knew it was that during the day, but I assume, I guess, it wouldn't be different at night just because there's really no distinct, or there's no real difference between day and night since it's IFR question mark. Your alternate is very close to your primary, but it's VFR. Okay, so potentially not that one then. I had heard that, but yeah, because I guess weather can change and things can shift, and then all of a sudden that's sucked in too. Ugh. So would it be something where I should pick it kind of to the west since weather tends to move the that way? So maybe Kahapin. How do I do this? I guess what would be like a general number? If the weather at your primary is low IFR, it may end up that way if you're alternate. Right. If it's only a few miles down the road. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. So like I'm kind of liking Kahapin then. So we're just gonna change. Hang on. Mm, um, scribble. Kilo Hotel Papa November. So then 4.9 plus 6 is 10.9. 10.9 divided by 8. So 1 and then minus 1 equals times 60 is 21.75. So we'll just do 22 and scribble. So it's is 27 miles. 22. 27 or yeah, 27 miles west. That way hopefully it has moved. And also VFR. D's. Okay. And again, we would completely fill up. That's my thing. I always fill up. So, okay. So there's our flight plan and potentially crossing out these things for route of flight. And then yeah. So we would file it with whom? Um we would call them, or we would flight it, or yeah, we would file it. It's good. It's done. Excellent. Here's the bad news. When filing an alternate, you need to use an airport that has a tab, or you have to use the area forecast. Doesn't that one? It looks like it would be one that would. It has one. Okay. Filing an alternate, you need to use an airport that has. Okay. Do you mean when I'm departing, or the alternate needs to have a tab? Correct. I have to go over regulations. Oi, oi, oi. Okay, we're gonna get in the plane for now, unless we end up having to switch. Already switched it. Yes, yes. So we went to again. I'm just gonna say Kahapin because it amuses me. Yes, we started at Kahavan and now we're at Kahapin. So yeah, it looks pretty legit. It looks towered even potentially. I think maybe. I don't really I don't really know how to tell on a low on route chart yet. But yeah, and it's under the Bravo question mark. So yeah. Where is there it is. Okay. So here it oops, little nav map. We shall get in I gotta start it. Oh my goodness gracious. Microsoft. Please don't have an update. Oh, and I'm so excited. Okay. I'm gonna have to put it behind things. Okay. Yes, the alternate. Excellent. So if My alternate has to have a TAF or the area forecast. Um, I'm trying to think of the other things too. There's all these things where it's like, okay, so if you're using a GPS route, the other one has to have ooh. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, this one's the alternate has lots and lots of good things. It's got GPS, it's got a couple localizers. Sound visual. Interesting. Uh, oh, okay. Make sure to check alternate minimums as well. So we're gonna go back to web quick. Web. And I need to get out of paint. We'll bring that back if necessary. Nope, not that one. This one, where is it? Um, that one. Okay. So, where is it? Oh, that's why. It's not up there. Um, Alternate minimums being for Bridgeport, correct? Or you mean check what I'm not okay, admitting I might not quite understand what alternate minimums are. Is it for like is it the minimums in which you would need the alternate, or is it the minimums for the airport that you're using as the alternate? Like is it what your destination needs for the alternate, or is it what the minimums of the alternate are for Coppin? Okay. All right. So then here. Boop and boop and boop and over. Alternate minimums. Here. Like so. And then, okay. What? It's all the way at the bottom. West. Nope. I know the alphabet. West. Is it? Hang on. Oh, White. Okay, White Plains, New York, Westchester County. Okay. Not authorized when tower is closed. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. So this is for 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3, 3. So the ILS localizer. So let's see if the tower is closed. Gosh darn it. Well, since it's a sim, we are going to land there anyway. So if it turns out that it's the control tower is not going, we're just going to call it a day for that, and just we're gonna land there anyway. What am I doing? I'm looking for the AFD. Oh, I can do it on here. Oops. So alternate minimums, and then we need the chart supplement. There's just so much. Okay, sorry. Westchester, the minimums at the airport. Okay, the minimums at the airport at which you're filing as alternate. Okay, sounds good. All right. So that's why like so when it's so this one. So for Bridgeport, this the little triangle with the A in it is like non-standard alternate minimums. That's if I'm using it as an alternate, correct? So if you're filing alternate as Kilo Hotel Papa November, standard alternate minimums are 802 right for non-precision, 602 for precision, unless it lists non-standard minimums, which it does. Okay. Um, oops. Oh, so it's the localizer category Delta. Oh, so it doesn't. So at least these two do not. Um, this one because it's for the GPS, and this one because it's, well, for category D. Those don't. That's not for us. However, we do need to check about the control tower because if they're not, um, if control tower is not online, technically we can use that. Attended. Where is it? Airspace. 1100 to 400 Zulu. It's gonna go. Oh, it's gonna go out by the time we get there, I think. Hang on. No, it would kind of just be kind of. We'd be cutting it really close. Uh correct. So that triangle A means other minimums exist. Right. Okay. Okay. Excellent. Okay. I'm getting things kind of. So if we want to keep Kahapin as our alternate, we gotta get in the plane. Oh, and I have my this thing. I'm so excited. I have a GPS application thing that I'm gonna try and utilize. So we're coming from 4/4 November. Boop. And we're gonna oops. We're gonna get into parking. We're gonna start over here, set as departure. Perfect. A fly. And then do I have this muted? No, it's just very low. Okay. Okay. Now I have to get it up here. So where's my Garmin? Where's my mouse? There it is. GPS. Boop. There it is. Boop. It's so cute. So there it is. I guess I'll turn it on once we actually get in the plane. Fine, that's fine. Okay. Get the head tracker and everything on. Check to make sure everything's working properly. It says it's unstable. That's not okay. Ugh. And I need to get the sim up. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. Excellent. It's going. Oh, because I have it muted. That's why. I hope. I hope that's all it is. There it is. Okay. Ah, shoot. Did I just mess it up? Okay. Okay, we're good. All right. Ugh. Okay. Oops, 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 oops. No. Oh, and did I just mess it up? Gosh darn it. Oh. There. Okay. Putting here, minimizing. Excellent. Ugh. Oh, and it's raining. I have to center this. Ooh, you know what else? Hmm. I almost think that I should probably not use my GPS and see what happens, although that's going to be terrible. we're gonna go to day as per usual. Just to do that proper, like be able to see. Ooh, I love yellow storms. JEP charts better than I don't know what NOS is, as they delineate non-standard alternate minimums right on the plate. Oh, instead of an index, the front of the supplement. Okay, I've been wondering if I should, yeah, start doing that now instead of waiting and probably having to do it later anyway. We'll see. We'll see. So, control lock, please work now. Thank you. Control lock comes off. Master switch goes on. Pitot, and I should probably turn the helper things off. But they're nice. I like them. Beacon, landing, landing. Flaps down. Sorry, on the airport chart. Right. The 10-9. Assume I don't know things. Like, I mean, so it's the regular stuff that I'm looking at versus the JEP. I have seen the Jeppesen charts. Um and they're interesting. So, and that's the thing, if I'm going to have to use them at some point anyway, and that's what I'm going to be using, I might as well start doing them now. But we'll see. Why is that red? I don't even know what that means. Is that the battery? Oh, is it because the engine isn't going? Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay. Checking. Lights, 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 lights. Excellent. Fuel gauges we will fill up before we go. Good. Grass Pitot tube, make sure it's good. Excellent. And go. Okay, outside. Okay. That's the airport chart in jet speed. Okay. So 10-9 is the jet chart. NOS is the other chart. Or NACO are the FAA charts. Okay. I'll understand all the slang and the lingo and all that eventually. Or not. That's fine. It's okay. Okay, so we static, we vents, we vents, we pitot, we drain hole, vent, fuel vent, tire, flap, aileron, baggage, door, checking the antennas, elevator, trim tab, rudder, more antennas, flap, aileron, tire, drain a little bit of fuel from each wing and from the engine. Check the oil, make sure it is around 6. Propeller leading edge, alternator belt, air intake clear, exhaust. Wow, exhaust port, non-wiggleable. It's a technical term. Nose wheel has proper clearance. Yes. Excellent. That's not what I need. I need checklist. Nope. Yep. Okay. Good, 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 good. Awesome. No, come back. So then we unchalk it, pull it out, fill it up. Zoop. Zoop. Goot. And then we pull it out. And then we start doing our stuff. So we. Oh. I could also turn the master switch off while I'm doing all the rest of my stuff. Good lord. Rookie mistake. I actually did that for a little bit with instructor 3 on Friday. We got out of the plane, shut everything down, and then we were chatting a little bit, like just right in the plane, and all of a sudden I realized that the fuel gauge was still showing where it was. And I was like, "Oh no." And I used some pro gamer words and he laughed at me. And yeah, I shut it off and it was fine. It was all good, but it's the things that you know what you're supposed to do and then you don't do it and it's embarrassing. All right. taking the Hobbs time. Fuel's on both. Circuit breakers, run the fingers. Alternate static. I'll understand what that is at some point. Well, I understand what it is, but I have yet to actually test it. I never had to during private, and I haven't done it with either of the other two instructors yet, so I'll probably have to ask about that. Brakes, pedal test, passenger brief, no talking to your yes, thank you. No talking during takeoff and landing. Seatbelts on at all times. Exits at the doors to the left and right. For now, make sure they're locked and closed. It has been hot, so I have had to make sure I've like left my doors like slightly ajar or like not quite locked or whatever for a little bit while I'm taxiing and stuff. And I've I've been panicky like keeping it in my mind while doing all the other things to make sure that I lock and do that. Yeah. I think I kind of like put it on my pre-takeoff checklist as well to make sure. Yeah, it is. It's right there, and I go through that now to make sure I've got everything proper. It is there. If you do everything the same exact way, it helps. But then there's different circumstances, and that's why we have the checklists. If we lose power on rollout, we'll stop right on the runway. If it is after takeoff and below 1,000 feet, land straight ahead. Above 1,000 feet, we'll turn around and land back on the runway. I forgot about that again, where I think that I'm supposed to kind of adjust that, or at least have in mind the departure procedures and like where stuff is on the run or beyond the runway or around the runway end. Like if I lose power, that's what I have to be avoiding at that point, correct? Alternate static port. Right, yeah. Say if the one on the outside of the plane becomes blocked or damaged, works well, but will make things read a little off because the cockpit has slightly lower static pressure than the outside of the aircraft. Right. I just haven't had to like pull it yet or like test it, so I don't really know how to pull or test it yet or what I'm looking for. Altitude will read about 100 feet higher, airspeed +5 higher. Okay. That's good to know. I do. I want to practice things where things actually go wrong so that I actually know what I'm looking for and be able to have that in my mind. I'll figure it out. We'll get there. I did get the thing, I think it's the right one that you had last week, the failure thing, but we're not going to do that one this time yet. Not yet. We'll do that another time. We're just trying to be professionals for right now. And it's working so well. Oh, so parking brake is technically off because shocks. Why am I moving? It's not even on. It is not even on. Why? Is it windy? This is words I can't say because I am a lady. For sure, it won't hurt anything to try it, especially if in VMC. Okay, I will. I'll ask at my next lesson, and yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay, what am I doing? Did the thing, passenger brief, seat track back and locked. Excellent. Chicken back and locked. Avionics are off. Putting the hand down. Autopilot is irrelevant. Carb heat is off. Excellent. Beacon goes on. Boop. Prime it. 1, 2, 3. Mixture full rich. Throttle is slight. Brakes. Clear prop. Master on. No. Master on. Control E. Professionals. Oil pressure. Check it. I have the parking brake on, so it's okay. No, brakes. Continue to hold brakes because that's what we're supposed to do. Parking. No! I have my feet on the brakes. I'm going insane with these brakes. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Flaps go up. Avionics go on. Hopefully the GPS is installed. It's done. It should be installed this week, so hopefully it's by my next lesson. That's going to be fun. I've been practicing. Avionics. Nav lights. Oop, not the strobe. Nav lights. Taxi. Yeah. Frequencies. Okay, so now we do the thing. Oh, sorry. It's got to be windy. Got rain on my side window. Oh. I guess, you know what? It was 0 at the one that we were doing. It was calm. Oh no, there's no meters. Oh no. 10 miles. Wind's calm. 10 miles away. 17 miles away. Or minutes away, I think. Guess we'll check the wind sock. So we'll get procedure, airport diagram, put it on the map. Excellent. Does not show a wind sock. So we'll just look for one. That's good. That's excellent. Oh, that's annoying. So I don't know which way to taxi. That's okay. This is fine. Unless it's a bug. I don't know. I almost feel like it. Look it. Look it. I don't know. Feet are on the brakes anyway, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're going to just potentially take off. Literally, we could go either way. We'll plan for 3-5. Yes, we will plan for 3-5 because again, instructor 2 told me that like the sort of northwesterly-ish ones are usually the calm wind. So we'll plan for 3-5. Okay. Now what am I doing? Frequencies. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so now I get to do the Garmin. Excellent. So we're going to go like this. And then we're going to turn it on. Turn it on. That one. It is testing. It's so much fun. Guess I could have had that going for a little bit. I forgot. It's been a while since I've actually used the GPS. So I forget that it takes a little bit. Okie dokie. All right. So first, clearance delivery, we would call them up. So New York approach. Then again, so we would call them and they would give us New York departure, which, okay, so doing my craft clearance, I should have that on somewhere too, but we'll get there. Craft. So we are getting cleared to, where are we getting cleared to again? Kabutter. Kilo Bravo Delta Romeo via 44 November Papa Whiskey Lima and the Dena 2. Our departure frequency is New York departure 132.75. Awesome. Okay, and we need to look at the departure procedure for that quick because we changed. So hang on. Sky Acres is a place to be. Okay. Departure. Takeoff minimums. And 4 November. Okay, so we're gonna do 3-5. We're gonna assume. So it's 300, 1 3/4 or standard with minimum climb of 261 feet per nautical mile to 1100. Departure procedure 3-5. Climb runway heading, which is 347 to 2100. Then climbing left turn, direct IGN VOR. Screw that. We're gonna get radar vectors. So we're gonna climb runway heading to 2100. So yeah, this is we're pretending we're getting our clearance. So runway heading to 2100. Oh wait, climb climb runway heading, and then radar vectors to Pauling. Is that what it was? Then as filed. Altitude, climb maintain, we'll just say 3,000. Expect 5,000. Does it say? Yeah, okay. Hello, how's it going? So we're just about to get off the ground. I'm giving myself my own clearance because that's what professionals do. 5,000, I don't know, 10 minutes after departure. It's either like 5 or 10, so we'll just go with that. So I would underline cleared to runway heading, radar vectors Pauling as filed. As filed. Climb maintain. Oh, sorry, I should actually say it properly. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 is cleared to Bridgeport via climb runway heading. Expect radar vectors to Pauling, then as filed. Climb maintain 3,000. Expect 5,000. 10 minutes after departure. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 132.75. Squawk 1200. And then, since it's untowered and everything, void if not off in 10 minutes. Excellent. Okay, we have done it. Oh, I didn't have that screen. It's going. Okay, I hope it's going good. That's him yet? No, I'm still so nervous because did you just see that? Did you hear that clearance? It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I am. I keep every week. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be this week, and I'm like, no. And then it's gonna be this week, and I'm like, no. I'm trying. So it would have been better too if I wouldn't have been if I would have actually like done that. Yeah, I have been practicing, so I'm not that terrible, but yeah. Let me know when you do it, and I will help you out a ton. Okay, sounds good. I do plan to. I very much do, but I'm still nervous. But I can just do it where I just do the CTAF Unicom stuff and just pretend I'm IFRing. Is that okay or no? Like I can do IFR practice like in real life, correct? And just kind of act like that. I hope. So I would put my frequency in. We're gonna flip this, and then we're gonna 13.75. Oops, 75, and it's 132. 132.75. CTAF, however, is oops, there it is. 122.8. So boop boop boop. Oops, 122.8. Keep forgetting which dialed it. Do 122.8. So we're gonna start that first, and then we'll call departure after departure. First VOR is, am I Pauling? It is Poughkeepsie 114.3. It's right there. Boom. And then I'll use DME, I guess, question mark. Yeah, we'll use DME. And then the next VOR is, oh no, that's fine. So next VOR is, where is it? Bridgeport 108.8. So this one, no, not that. This one 108.8. 8. 108. Oops. Boop. There. So that's Bridgeport. That is Pauling. Okay. Goot. And then I gotta put in my flight plan. Oh gosh. This is fine. Yeah, I was practicing. There's a really good video that just gives a bunch of clearances, and you just practice with them, like what ForeFlight expects from you or gives you as what you're thinking what it thinks that you should expect, and then it gives you what like the actual clearance, and then you got to adjust it. So it's cool. 4/4 November. So, oi oi oi. Why did I think this was a good idea? It's okay. It's fine. I mean, our clearance is going to be void by the time I get all this in, but yeah, why not? PWL. This one, and then this one. Napa County. Yes, yes, it was Napa County. It's a lot of California ones that it had. So yeah. And then that one ended up going down into Texas. So I was like, yeah. Not planning on doing any long ones like that too soon, but yeah. And of course you would know that. The Napa County. I did. I remembered it. It was like it was familiar doing some of those, just because of the flights that you've done, and that was fun. Pauling, enter. Northeast USA, correct. Not in Chile. Absolutely not. That's a little far. Loves. IFR is just a lot more involved. Good thing though is I'm gonna be, once that GPS gets in, I'm gonna be so good. I hope. Dana. Oops, not that one. Noom. Oi oi oi. Dana. Oops. I mean, technically, I could probably be doing this in the air. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to continue doing the... Well, can I do that? You know what? We're going to see. We're going to see if I can. Clear. Clear. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to just go to there, and then we'll see what happens. That way, yeah. Okay. So we have the GPS in. Is it going to be a GNS? It's the same one. It's the Garmin 430. So I don't know if that's a GNS. I don't know yet what the difference between the GNS and the GTN are. But yeah, it's the same one. So I'll have it's going to be IFR rated. The plane is finally going to be, just put PWL in, and the arrival airport. Okay. Kabidder. All right, we'll do that. Oh, so I could, once I have the destiny or all that, I can add the other stuff in, or technically, if they decide to throw a different arrival, like, then I would have to switch everything up. I mean, yes, but okay. Frequencies, ATIS AWAS. Good lord. I don't. Is there one for this? I don't think there is one for this. So, yeah. ATIS AWAS is irrelevant. And we'll hope for the best. All right. When I get close, select procedure and the arrival. Right. Well, technically, as soon as I get to Pauling, I'm going to be on the arrival. Correct? Exactly, but using procedure and selecting the arrival. Oh, and applicable transitions will load. Yeah, okay, got you. Deleting loves. I'm very familiar with that. So then okay. Can I still keep Pauling in there? And then I have to initialize position. Oops, not that. This, and 4/4 November. Just so I can check it. Oops. Oops. Enter. Excellent. Awesome. And then we press and hold clear, and we boop, and we check. Zooming in. Looking goot. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Thank you. But again, like, so pawing is part of the arrival. So should I be putting it in now? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna start taxiing so that we get off the ground at some point tonight. Why can't I see the diagram? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I am. Oh shoot, that's right. We're gonna hope for the best. I'm not gonna track myself, although I kind of want to. You wouldn't. May not get a descend via star clearance. Okay. Okay. So what is? How does that fit in then? Standard terminal arrival route. Standard terminal arrival route. You mean I can usually load it if you're expecting that and activate it once cleared. Okay. There we go. Jeez. Again, the brakes work when I don't want them to work, and they do work when I don't want them to work. Okay. All right. I'll leave it there for now and hope for the best. So I can go. Oh, windsock. Excellent. So 3-5 is that way. So stop, stop, stop. I am on the brakes. I am on the brakes. Windsock is, I think it's pointing this way. But to be honest, I can't really tell. So I would have. Yep, so that's what we're doing. All right, we're taxiing down to 3-5. We will do our run up, and then we will get in the air. And we will practice things. And it's going to be great. I have to go this way. Because that is a hold short line. So that seems very odd to have it right there. Like my wing is going to go past it. So wouldn't that be like. That doesn't seem correct. I don't know. All right, so we are doing the things I forgot to do. So we did our weather. We didn't get an altimeter though. So that's what we're going to do is we're going to set it to airport elevation. And we'll do that once we get, yeah. So airspeed is not changing. The attitude indicator looks good. I'll go like this. It's not deflecting too much. The turn coordinator is, turning with the turns. The ball is going the opposite direction. And right now the compass is looking good, ? But we'll check it again once we get up there. Would technically be an incursion if my wing is over the hold short line. That's what I thought. So why would the taxi line be right next to the hold short line? Because that's where I'm supposed to be taxiing, but then the hold short. So would they just say, it's okay to have your wing go over the line? Cleared for wing incursion? Oh, that's a hold short, is it? I think so. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So now we do the thing. Brakes are set, fuel's on both, trim for takeoff, and I was supposed to have this down with a real time. Ooh, beautiful. And then this thing. Where is it? This thing. There. Beautiful. So excited. Okay. So we continue. We Brakes, feels on both. Trim for takeoff. Flight controls. Boopity boop. Boopity boop. Boopity boop. So that would potentially be something where, I mean, I guess can you see better at in actual night in an actual plane? Because I assume you'd want to do the controls in a hangar where you can actually see things then. Flight controls, good. Instruments are goot goot. We will do the altimeter. The elevation is 697, so 700. So boop 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 boop. Like the smidgenest under, and that's kind of over. So we're gonna go under like that. Perfect. And it is. Mm, 2, 4, 6. So like 6, 7 ish. No, sorry, 7. Like 30.0607, kind of. All right, excellent. Goot. And back. Putting the hand down. Doing the compass. Why are we... Okay, yeah, we are facing south. Good. Looking good. I need the VOR in here now. Gosh darn it. Shoot. Okay. So 114.3. So here, shift 114.3 and flip and 11108.8. One. Awesome. Okay. Good. I think we're good. Can we check this now? Oop. Shoot. This one. We're checking. Okay. Perfect. All right. And off. In real life, the hold short line is 24 feet from the center line of the taxiway. So 152 should be fine. Oh, okay. The wing incursion one. Okay. Right. Bet it's an artifact of the sim and when it's drawing where it's drawing the lines. Got it. Okay. Sounds good. That's fair. All right. So there's that. Boom. And we're going to get little nav map up. Ah. So many things now. And that's slightly up again. So we're going to go like here. We're going to go like there. Yeah. Good. Finishing checklist. Stop it. There we go. Instruments. Mixtures best in power. Primer is in and locked. Good. 1700. Excellent. I've forgotten everything I'm supposed to do. This is why we have checklists. Left. Watch that drop. Good. And back. Right. Watch that drop. And good. Carpet out. Watch that drop. And good. Check the ammeter and vacuum. Make sure it's good. The light is off. Excellent. So it's charging. Oil pressure, oil temperature, looking good. Idle check. Excellent. Bring it back up to 1,000, meaning it idle's at 1,000. That's weird. Flaps, mixture's good. Carpet, pitot, heading indicator, doors, windows, good. Awesome. I have no idea where we are. Millbrook. I always look at the sectional to see where I'm actually supposed to go. hide. Or what I'm actually supposed to say. Or do I say Sky Acres? We'll go with Sky Acres. But it says Millbrook. We'll go with Sky Acres. Sky Acres traffic. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 departing Tree 5 to the west. Sky Acres. To the east because I know things. Correction, to the east, Sky Acres. Okay, awesome. Excellent. So we'll get lined up. We'll make sure we have access to our comm GPS thing. Oi. Oh my goodness gracious. 3-5. Perfect. Get right on there. Excellent. We're going to back up just a smidgen. That's good. Looking good. That's good. Good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Did the thing, doing the thing. Oh, is there a spinning plane over there? What on earth? All right. Departing. Oh, shoot. Departure. Departure. Procedure. Quick looking. Takeoff minimums. Millbrook, Sky Acres. We're climbing to 2100. And so runway heading to 2100, and then we'd get radar vectored, and we're going to Pawlings. So, okay. And we're going. Hoping for the best. Watching. Climbing runway heading, which is 347. What is happening over there? Not getting distracted. Little distracted. Watching that airspeed come alive. And pulling up. Excellent. Going, 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 and gown. We're going to still climb runway heading, so we're going to turn that way just a little bit. Okie dokie, and we're in it. Not too much, not too much. Keep going up. I see things there. So climbing to 2100, that's a long time. I assume we'd be radar vectored. So we should be technically at like 350. So we're going to turn that. Oh, okay. And we're not quite climbing. Okay, we're fine. Focus. Keep the scan. And we're not runway heading yet still. I still see things on the ground. Okay. Runway heading. Little nav map better be working because I need to see how horrible this is. Interesting. Gosh, this is fine. We're still not quite runway heading. Keep it climbing, keep it climbing, keep it climbing, keep it climbing. Not like that. Okay. Hello! I'll be with you in one moment. Don't want to be a distraction. I take up departure, but where did I get the GNS 430? Oh, okay. I will have to find it. I was so excited. It's just okay, so we're at 2100, so we're gonna start turning towards Pauling, and we're gonna have to turn. So yeah, it was just online, and it is like an old oh, okay, there it was. Okay, so we are on. Sorry, one second. A little over east, so we need to turn a little more over east, making sure we're not doing the thing. once I get kind of on course, I'll quick look. Because it's been fabulous for IFR training. I was practicing my clearances. I completely blew past my flippin' radial because I don't know how to scan yet. Okay, we're fine. Just gentle, gentle. Oh my gosh, did you see the rain just change? All right, so we're gonna get back onto our radial. And we're keeping on climbing. Oh, climb, maintain 3,000. Gosh darn it, and then expect 5,000. Oh, when we were supposed to flippin' A. New York departure. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. I actually am not sure where I am. On my way to Pauling. On the the 275 radial. I don't know where from Pauling because I don't have the GPS. Gosh darn it. At 3,000. At least I will be in like 30 seconds. And then we bring our throttle back. Yes, old Garmin trainer not linked to the sim. Yep. But yeah, so it's not actually doing anything for the sim if that's what you're wondering about. Oh, it's beautiful. But if you would like to just practice, no. Okay, so oh no, it says I'm offline. Am I still here? Oh gosh. I hope I'm still there. But yeah, if you wanted it for the sim, it is not for the sim. It's just helping me for my IRL stuff. I will. I'll at least put it in there once I kind of figure out where I'm going. What's our faces? I am still here. Okay. My software's weird. Thank you. All right, getting back onto my radial. Look at that sky. Sorry. And then they would say, New York departure rate. Oh, and you know what? Did I flip the thing? I didn't flip the thing. I flipped the thing. There, I flipped the thing. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. And yeah, it is. It's quite excellent. It has different types, but the one that I use in real life is the Garmin 430. So that's what I'm using at the moment. And it's been very helpful. I haven't had the Garmin in my real life plane for a little while. They were getting it fixed, and now it's fixed and hopefully going to be put in a little, like this week. So yeah, it's been helpful. It's been getting me used to it. You remember using it before? Excellent. Very cool. Yeah, I just popped it on my PC, and I've been doing craft clearances with it and familiarizing myself. Okay, so now we're getting very close. However, and yeah, I feel like they'll give me I don't know, when would they give me 5,000? It's been like 10 minutes, right? We'll say it's been 10 minutes. We're going to climb to 5,000 while holding our radial. It's swapping very quickly, so I'm assuming we're going to get there pretty quick. And I don't have my situational awareness on ForeFlight right now, so I'm doing it right. Am I an instrument student in real life? I am. It's been fun. It's a lot, but it's been fun, and this has been really helpful. And yeah, that GPS has been really helpful. YouTube videos have been really helpful. Do you fly as well? There it is. So now we turn onto, oh gosh, I don't even know. We turn without dive bombing it onto shoot unusual attitude 173. So okay, so I need to plug that in. Gosh darn it. 173 is that way. So we're gonna watch our stuff and we're gonna plug this thing in. And we're on the from, so oop, 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 keeping on climbing. 170 and going that way. 3. Okay. I think I'm kind of ish there. I don't know. It's kind of scary. And I'm definitely not on the heading, but we're getting it in. Okay. You wanted to get your instrument rating, but you haven't been flying in ages. You should. It's a lot of fun. So you haven't been flying in ages. Does that mean you have your private then and you just haven't gotten around to it in a while? And you just got to find an airport now and go brush up on some skills? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry, kind of. 172 from, thank you, from Pauling. I think I'm slightly like over that. So we're going to go like that. There. And hope for the best. So we're going to get back on our radial. We're going to get up to 5,000. Oi. Okay. And I assume at Loves then I will be switching to the other VOR, which I need to remember to ident. And instructor 3 now on Friday added to my 5 T's a 6th T and switched so it's time, tune, twist. I got to look at it now. Scratch pads and look up. Get back on course. Yeah, time, turn, tune, twist, throttle, talk. So I have to get into that. And then there's the other thing where there's an acronym that is going to remind me, that looks strange, that is supposed to remind me to ident the dang VOR because I always forget. So I need to look that up and I keep forgetting. Where am I getting my distance info? Do you mean my DME? Oh. Okay, I have to get my GPS together. Hang on. I completely forgot about that. Thank you. Gosh darn it. I did. I had that in my mind where it's like, oh, I need DME. Well, I'll just use my ForeFlight. But then on the other hand, I was like, oh, I'm not going to use ForeFlight because I'm going to do it right. And yes, so excellent. Thank you. You did most of your PPL flight training when you were in high school, community college, but then university and the pandemic happened right. In the meantime, your medical has expired. Just go get another one. Okay. Well, I am it I don't know if you like want advice or anything or like, so I'm very cheap. So I like to throw out how I've done mine. I found a very small airport with a rental plane, and so it's less than 100 wet. So that's nice. That's just straight. And then my instructor is was my instructor was he has since kind of moved on to regionals, which is good, which is fine for him. But no, it's been good with other instructors too now. But it was independent instructor with less than $100. So it was basically less than $150 an hour for training. Yeah. Did all the ground school stuff by myself. And sorry, I'm fighting my flippin' trim. And I need to get back on my radial. Less than 100 wet, right? I know. Okay, sorry. Uh, Otherwise I can get the cross radial from Bridgeport or Chinook on Nav 2. But okay, so the thing is I shoot. The plane that I fly right now. Oh, so I guess I could. The plane that I fly right now doesn't have the second VOR, so I'm. But it will, I guess. So maybe I should, but I don't like using these things. So, hmm. Can't. Mm, um. Can't I just let? Ooh. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Right. Shoot. Yeah. All right. What if then switch nav 1 to Bridgeport after established on course? So this might be a silly question. It probably is. Mine usually are. Can I just kind of keep swapping over to the Bridgeport one? Oh, no, because I need the proper radial. Never mind. Dang it. Okay, and I'm getting way off course too. Okay. Okay. I think. Okay, so we're just gonna go to 21 and see what happens. Um, sorry. So I need to get my thing up now. You're okay. Happened to you too. Sorry, what happened to you too? Line of thought is that I'm flying a procedure that needs either DME GPS or two nav radios. So might as well use them if I'm simulating the gear in my current aircraft. Couldn't do it anyway. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that is fair. Um, I will. Oop. I'm coming onto the radial. All right. Well, I'll just. I was gonna say I'll keep the plate up or the scratch pads or something so that I can't see it, but we'll see what happens. Um, what is happening? There. We're kind of good-ish. Just keep it, oops, right like that. And we're in cruise, so I'm going to pull it back because I'm silly. And we're going to lean it out. So wait for that drop. Charlie Foxtrot is very helpful, good people. You should check out his stream too, by the way. It's excellent. It's very fun. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're on the radial. Need to get back to proper heading now. Okay, I also want to ask too. Can I blame a little bit of this? I mean, it is my technique, but can I blame a little bit of it on it being the 150 and it being a kite? Because I do. I almost feel like some of it is just that I keep getting blown around. Like there, it's not that steady. Again, a lot of it is my technique, but also, yeah. Ah, the Sobo flight dynamics do feel wonky. Okay, so it's not just me. I like to blame my hardware too, but I mean, it has. It's got. It works. It works. If I would have known, well, if I would have known, I should have gotten the I should. Okay, I do need to get the DME up. So I need this thing, and I need to start tracking. Keeping it trimmed. Oh well, I just passed Loves, so and turning. Uh, course is 157. Now I gotta switch. Boop, and I need to get yes, 157. While making sure one. Oops. Not going too far. One. Oh, so it's just a little Just a little baby over here, coming this way. 157 ish, kind of. All right, and I'm supposed to be doing the thing. Either of us have suggestions for self-studying IFR stuff? Okay, just get the instrument flying handbook, instrument procedure handbook, and try to have at it. Yes. So what I did is I just read the book, and then I got Shepherd Air. So if you're just for like the written test, you've looked in the past and it's just daunting. It's a lot, but I would depending on how you learn, have kind of multiple sources of like learning. So a lot of YouTube videos, and then like again, so for the written instrument flying handbook, read through that. Shepherd Air was really good. And if you want, I can just like send stuff here. If you wanted, hang on. If you want to join, oh, that's capitals. Ah, that's not correct. There. If you want to join that, I will try and send some stuff. I have good, like, stuff that helped me. And it does. It depends on how you learn and what exactly you're looking for. And also, like, still talk to an actual instructor and everything. But yeah, I'm very cheap and I like learning on my own, so that's the route that I went. And I did ace my test, so I think it's a pretty good way to go. So yeah, but Shepherd Air was incredibly helpful for the written specifically. Okay. Yes, books are good, can be difficult without feedback. Yes, exactly. Good videos out there as well. Yes, exactly. Before my first instructor 1 left, he was really excellent about sending me really good videos. So one of them was that was particularly helpful. He said that he botched it on his check ride was when an airport is a snowflake. So like the cold weather situation with how that affects things. And that actually helped me with my written as well, getting the calculations for altimeter down. Okay, that's how you went for PPL ground school stuff? Good, excellent. You got your IR. Oh, yep, yeah, you got your IR a long time ago, but you used the ASA instrument flying book for technique and the Jepson textbooks for ground school. Oh, interesting. I might still look into those just because I don't want to. After having done the written test, stuff has been leaking and I don't like it. So I do have to keep working on ground stuff. Just read the FAQ and the FAR AIM and looked at aviation-y stuff on the internet. Right. For my PPL, Sporties was also really good too. Just at least for the written, going over a bunch of questions. But also really knowing the information too. Oh shoot, not favorite. So technically, should I be putting the thing in the thing? And also I'm gonna bring the power up a little bit because I don't want it to. Okay. And then I have to trim down a little bit. Okay. For the written, you try the Sporty Study Buddy as well. Okay. I don't know if it was called the Study Buddy. I just like buzzed through questions, is that the right term? Like 200 questions at a time and just really got all of that material down. There and there. Okay, if I'm using GPS, I have already activated this and so oh, and my ATIS. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm getting behind the airplane. Right. Okay, sounds good. Okay. So that's the study buddy. I wasn't sure what it was called. I was just like, questions, yes. When will I turn on course to Adena? Hang on. Let me look at my procedure. Approach. Arrival. Dena. So from Pauling at Dena. I mean, I'm already. Oh, hang on. So, shoot. Not gonna bust my altitude. So I need to go nose it down a little bit, bring the speed down just a smidgen. Okay. When the approach tells me to. So the arrival goes to, hang on. So I'm using the checking, only looking down for like 5 seconds. Albany, Delancey, Rockdale. Polyvortac to Loves, then via Bridgeport 336 to Denna. Expect radar vectors to final approach course. So at Denna, I would get radar vectored to the approach, which will be the going like this, going like this. Okay. Oh, and I was gonna put the plate up too. So we're good with the GPS, correct? I will now put up the plate. Was it this one? I have passed Loves. I am. Oh, are you asking me because like that's what I'm supposed to be looking at? Hang on. I'll look at the procedure again, make sure I'm not doing anything dumb in the airplane. Procedure. Arrival. Denna. So it says from overpauling VOR DME via poly. Oh, yeah. Radial 172 to Loves intersection. Then via Bridgeport 336 to Denna intersection. So I am on 336, the radial. And so then once I hit Denna, they will radar vector me. Just checking my position. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Oh, yoy. Okay. Oh, and, well, okay. Yeah. No, it's going like that. So we are going to stay over that-ish way a little bit. Okay, so, I think, oh, shoot, I do want to keep the VO, why, there, no, there. I don't know, should I put it here? And then put the approach, just let it go. We're gonna speed up just a smidgen. And I need to get the approach. There. Oops. Correct? Oops, but I need to look. Ay. I need this, and then I need to put this over here. And then I need to... Oh, which one is it? Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Oh, gosh. Oh, I don't need it over here. I need it over here. There. Okay, so I am not looking. I am so sorry. So there's the approach plate. Hang on. Fade. Excellent. And now I need... where is it? Oh, no. Okay, that's frightening. Getting back on the radial. Yeah, that's terrible. Okay, so we're gonna get back down. We'll nose down a little bit. I was supposed to be doing precision flying. Shoot. So instructor 3, airline pilot, last Friday, we did the stuff that Charlie you have done, but I haven't really done, like the speed and the pitch for the this and the yeah. And I'm still working on it. So I'll see if I can. Oops. So like the whole pitch. Hang on, let me try and remember what it was. So it was like pitch for 90 knots and then power to keep it there. Power for altitude, question mark, to like keep it there, keep it level and keep it there. And then like the attitude indicator, need to get back on my radial. We will be, I guess. Uh, south is a good one. So it was like in order to keep 90 knots, put the attitude at like 2 degrees and the power at like 2150. The thing is I think we did like 80 and 90 and 100, but I only think I kind of remember 2 of them, and now I'm confused. So yeah. So I was supposed to be kind of practicing that stuff a little bit, but I hate the trim wheel so darn much. On here, in the plane, it actually works, and I had this whole thing where I got it where it was supposed to be, and he told me to take my hands off, and I kept having this thing where I wanted to put my hands on it. It was an urge. It was terrible. I could not help myself, and he did. He just kept saying, "No, keep your hands off," and it was just flying itself, and then just use your rudders. Yeah, it's new. Yeah, the control performance method. That one exactly. I'm sorry. I do. I kind of forget about the airspeed because he mentioned like doing holds at 90 knots. So remembering the whole, and that's something too, whenever I would read things for the written test, it was like, know what pitch, like pitch for what speed you want. Hang on. Yeah, like that could be completely wrong. So like climbing and descending, like, or no, maybe it was climbing. Hang on. I'm busting my altitude. Gosh darn it. So once I hit Denna, then I need to kind of get a radar. Okay, so I would radar vector to the localizer. Except shoot. Getting back up. Hang on. Sure. Usually think of it as the same way you fly airspeeds on takeoff and landing in VFR. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I do. I'll get there. Ooga booga, why no notif? I don't know. Hello, how's it going? Oh gosh. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm basically at Denna. I have no idea what the ATIS is. We're fine. This is fine. Pitch for speed. Right. Oh no, is that lightning? Oh no, I have made a terrible mistake. Oh gosh. What am I doing? Just the adage about pitch plus power equals performance in general. Attitude plus power. Right. And it was so interesting. Is that lightning? I have made a terrible mistake. We're just gonna go to the localizer question mark. So they would be radar vectoring me. What am I doing? So hang on. I'm all right. This is fine. And I need to get down to 1800. No, I stay at 5,000. In the holding pattern, I get down to 1800. I need to turn to the right. Get radar vectored to. Shoot. Hang on. What am I doing? Hang on. You know what? I don't know what's happening. Haven't flown into a convective cell, have we? Oh gosh, we probably have, honestly. Okay, what am I doing? I need to get to Stain intersection. So I need to add that to my flight plan. I know how to do that. So Stain. Direct to, for the love. We're going to turn to, oops. And we're going to be teardropping in. And I kind of know-ish how to do that now. Kind of. We didn't active pause. We're still going. Go direct Bridgeport. But I'm doing the approach, am I not? Hang on. Oh, to the localizer Bridgeport or Bridgeport VOR? Oh, you know what? Yeah. That's a lot better idea. Thank you. Sorry. Then outbound to Stain and procedure turn. Got it. That's a much better idea than what I was doing. No, shoot. Oh, gosh darn it. This is fine. We are climbing and we don't want to. Okay. We're just gonna pull power just a little bit. We're gonna get back on course to Bridgeport. We were doing so well. No, we weren't. I wasn't. Bridgeport. There we go. Okay. All right. We're gonna recapture that. And then we'll go to Stain. So, all right. That's what I should have been doing. Is I should have been briefing to go. Yeah. So going to Stain. Oops. Okay. I have found the radial, and now I need to turn again. So we are outbound. Not outbound. Hang on. We still have time. So, technically, though, since I can technically kind of turn out onto just that radial in general, because I don't technically have to fly over it, and it... Right? Correct? So I can go ahead and go 240. Keep staying up. 240. Other option, to use GPS or other fixes to identify, right, Stain, and fly direct or simulate vectors to final. Right. So I was going to simulate vectors to final, but that's silly, because why would I do that when I have the VOR? So we're going to 240. I can lead the turn. Excellent. Perfect. Sorry, I'm getting really close. Oops. There. Okay. And now I have to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, getting back on course. We are very right, but we just passed it, so okay. Sorry. I'm so behind the airplane, I am mentally back in the parking lot. Okay. We're around... We're gonna get onto, like, around a this-ish heading. Because that's what the little white bit says there. Oop. So we're gonna keep it there. We're gonna fly out, and I'm supposed to be for 2 minutes. Oh, it's very close. Okay, never mind. Shoot, so I was supposed to... No, I'm supposed to be... I'm sorry, it's just a Stain. We're just going to Stain. We'll make it easy. Since we're so close, I should not do that big of a correction. Okay. Let's clear me down to 1800. Sounds good. I shall descend. So going down to the bottom of the green, pitching down. Although, actually, we're going to go... We'll try and do some precision flying. Some 90. Where is it? So, getting back on the radial while also trying to get my descent. Okay, wait, pitching for 500. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be pitching for 500. Sorry, 500 descent. Um, oh my gosh. Cleared down to 1800, goes up to 5500. Come on. You know what? Technically, 500 to 1000 is, you know what? We're going to do 700. No, pitching down. We're going to slow it down too. We're going to slow it down even more. Getting back on the radial. That squiggly line is just terrible. And we're going to... Ah. That's fine. This is fine. We're okay. Get back on the radial. Just go a little bit that way. It's coming in. Working on getting to stain. We're going to get to stain. Oh, and once we... it's going straight, so teardrop. So go out for a minute and turn into the hold. No, hang on. Yes. Hang on. Turn into the hold. And getting on to 40. No, I would just do 30. So add to 240, so 270? No, minus 240. Hang on. Yes, minus 240 is 210. So do a 210. Nope, not right now. Once we hit stain. No, get back on. Get back on. Once we hit stain, we'll do a 210. Oops. Oh my gosh. We hit stain. We do a 210 heading for a minute. And then turn back in. Or... Okay, so we're basically at stain. So we're going to turn in. So 210. Oops, shoot. I have my wrong thing. Count up. So a minute on the 210 heading. And then we'll do standard rate turn back in. Oh, sorry. What are we flying into? Kilo Bravo Delta Romeo, Bridgeport. Can't quite make out what the chart says. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna try to make it bigger. Minute. I have half a minute left. Keep on the 21. So yeah, so we're flying into Bridgeport, Connecticut. Or is it New York? I don't remember. We started in Connecticut, or did we start in New York? We switched departure airports after I figured out where we actually were. Okay, sorry. Hotel no proceed direct stain report established in hold. So okay. So do I say my call sign first or no? I don't remember. 1 minute. Okay, and turning. Oop. So I'm standard rate turning back onto the 240, although I need to get onto the 60. So keep the standard rate turn. Keep descending. And I need to get to 60. Sorry. Direct stain will report established Cessna Hotel Tree, established in hold, Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Descend and maintain 1800. Descend and maintain 1800. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1. Yes, Kilo Bravo Delta Romeo. Still getting to 60. Correct teardrop entry, 30 degrees left for 1 minute. Degrees left for 1 minute. Right turn back to the inbound leg. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Oh, and we're at 60. So we need to get, oops. back on, not climb. And we need to figure out our 90 degree, or 90 knot, except for the fact that, eh, okay. I need to get my localizer. Oh, I have the localizer, right? No, I don't have the localizer put in there because I had the flippin' VOR. So now I have to, in the hold, do my, okay, hang on. So I'm at stain, right about, oy, yoy, yoy. Okay. So turning at stain. I need to get my local, okay, so time. So 1 minute, question mark. Time, turn, twist. So I need to put my localizer in. Thank you, Adis. Excellent. 110.7. Okay, sorry, I actually, shoot. I do have to pause. Where am I? Standard rate turn to 240. And once I get around, I need to pause for a second so I can put in the frequency because I cannot do it one-handed. Oh, 1800, powering up. Oh, not that much. Chilling out. And that was probably about a minute. Uh, so we get on to 240 though. No. Gosh darn it. Okay, so now I have to pause. I need to pause. Oh, for the love. Okay. 110.7. I do not need the VOR anymore. Correct. Hang on. I do. So I'm going to leave that there. So I'm still on the VOR. The stain intersection is 6.2 from the localizer. So I should be on the localizer right now, correct? So I should flip it. I'm a flip it. It's going to happen. Okay. I think so. I need it for the mist. At this point, nav1 should be on the localizer. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you. So technically, as part of my time turn tune twist throttle talk, I could set the thing up for the 5.4 radial. Just in case. Okay. Are we ready? We're in the hold. We're terribly established, but we're going to see what happens. All right. Well, yeah. And we're currently on the localizer frequency. No. We are now on the localizer frequency. All right. And we're going. So we're, oh, nope. Okay. Okay. All right. So we, time. There. So we're going to hold 240. We're going to trim for the love. So kind of hold 90 knots. I'm going to try and do this kind of properly. So we're still, okay, so I'm pitch for speed. So for 90. And then power to hold it. Correct. And get back to 240. Checking my timing. 15 seconds. Set it for 60 as my inbound course, even though it doesn't change for localizer. You don't want to confuse myself. Okie dokie. That's definitely fair. Oops, wrong way. There it is. Okay. So now I'm done. So standard rate turn back into 60. Nope, 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 nope. Pitch for 90. Would love a trim wheel that worked. And we're still climbing when we're at 90, so I'm going to power down. So once we hit stain, we can direct ascend. I don't know what the weather is. I don't know where we're landing. Port. Standard rate. Intercepting that localizer. Getting down to 1800. Okay. Wait. Shoot. Meh. I'll be there in a second. Hang on. And we are at stain, but very off. So we're coming in, and we can start descending to 380 question mark, because to be honest, we don't know. Hang on. We're gonna get the weather. I'm sorry. Please do not overheat and do weird things. Sikorsky. All right, can you see that? I shall read it. First, I'll read. It was all dark. It is all dark. We're doing IFR. And I'm doing it poorly. Question for when I'm less task saturated. What flight control hardware am I using? I haven't seen too many trim wheels. So I say trim wheel, but I mean trim button on this stupid yoke. No, the yoke isn't stupid, I guess, but the trim button is. So yeah, it's just the, that thing. Oh, you put it on. Is it the same? So Kilo Bravo Delta Romeo, the 22nd at 0352 Zulu, which is, let me do math. -3, -2. So we're going to have a new one pretty soon here. Interesting. So it's 80 degrees at 10 knots, 9 statute miles, light rain, broken at 300, overcast at 6,000. Dew point and temperature are correct, 17 degrees Celsius. Altimeter is 3010. Ooh. Good to know. Yeah, so I just have the Logitech yoke and quadrant and the Thrustmaster pedals. Yeah. Unfortunately, no trim wheel. I would love a trim wheel, but I have not. I have not really looked at that yet. So yeah. Sorry. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, I think you can get trim wheels and other stuff, like really good actual proper stuff. I have not gotten there yet, though. I would like to at some point. I just haven't. I haven't had the time. So thank you for popping that up there. And I do. It is. It's the exact same, right? But it is. We are getting a new one soon. We should be getting a new one soon. So that could change. Yep. So Logitech yoke. Doing IFR IRL these days. I'm working on it. I've had quite a few lessons. lots of foggle time and working on approaches. The GPS in the plane that I fly has been uh, out of the plane entirely because it's been getting fixed. So we've been kind of working around that. It should be back in this week though, so I'm looking forward to that. You have a Cytec X52 and the MFG crosswind pedals. Excellent. Is that pretty good? Been a little curious about getting yoke throttle. I like the if that's what you mean. I like the yoke throttle. It's very good. It's excellent. It's very helpful. It's a little different, but the trim by buttons is a pain. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. It bothers me very much. Seen someone use a racing car steering wheel sideways as a trim wheel. That sounds amazing. Does it work? That's awesome. I'm gonna quick look at what ForeFlight says. Shoot. I need KBDR. KBDR. Yeah, what that says for weather. It's still not out. So it's 80 degrees. We will be landing, question mark. 80 degrees. 80 degrees. 6 is fine? Yeah. 6 is fine. So we're going to do straight in. So we can go down to 380. Right. So airport elevation is 9, touchdown zone elevation is 7. So we'll get down to 380. We just passed Stain, so we'll make sure we're properly on the glide slope. I need to make sure I'm properly go away. Go away. There. Direct to. Okay. Okay, we're getting back into it. Got our approach plate. You like the pedals, but footrests pivot in the middle so it doesn't feel like a Cessna. Right. They recently added a different style footrest, you think? Excellent. Well, and that's one of the things that's things are different with the sim versus the plane, but I try to compartmentalize with it, but also kind of treat it as like a different plane. So like figuring out how this plane works versus another plane sort of thing. Because, yeah. You do what you do. Okay, so I think we're good. All right, we're going. We're going to get onto our localizer. We're getting down to 380. Although, hang on. We're going to get... so we're on the localizer. We're going to pretend we don't have glide slope. So we're just going to get down to 180 as quickly as possible, question mark. Staying on 60, getting onto the localizer. I feel like I'm forgetting things. Nah, we're going to pretend we don't see anything. So we're going to stay right at flaps range in case we have to dump. So we're going to get, again, get down as quickly as possible, get back on that radial. We got it, and then we went too far. Ay, caramba. Oh gosh, and we should almost check the weather again. Hoping for the best, question mark. Get back on that localizer. Getting down to 380. All right, so we're gonna... So we need to go a little bit this way. You know what? Shoot. Why do I... Oops. Why? Pretending we don't see that. Again, keeping speed just above flaps for dumpage. Carb heat feels on both. Carb heat gas, undercarriage fixed, mixture is full rich. Power prop pumps, lights, sea glumps. Lights are good. I mean, technically landing, but the one that I fly, we don't use the landing because it trips a circuit breaker. So, and I mean, technically, it's one of those things where I mean, we can see it. We made it before the 380s, so we're just gonna idle at this point. Um, and we just need to get flaps. I could slip it. Are you um are there things where you're like not allowed to slip in certain um IFR situations? I need to go back just a little bit. Or I could pull up. Oh, shoot. Ugh. You know what? Shoot. Ugh, we're gonna flip and go missed. I gotta get the thing in and power. I couldn't get my flippin' flaps in. Can I circle? Like, do I have to go full Mr. Approached, or since can I like? So if I get to 1800, so I'm gonna go runway heading. Okay, I'm gonna get there in a little bit, but well, okay. Hang on. We're gonna pause just for a second because I need to know this. Sim always feels very distinct from actual planes. Right, and it that's why starting with like the private stuff, I did. I had to like really compartmentalize that stuff. I'm gonna go back to that new METAR. Okay, we'll get to that. Fly the mist. Gosh darn it. Okay, fine. Full 1800. So we're full throttle. Flaps are up. Radial 5-4. So I need to flip over to that and go. Oops. And go. I need to keep climbing. So it's like that. So we're pretty okay. A little bit more, I think. So flying that way. And to Milam intersection. But since it's like VFR, it's not VFR, but okay. Doing things properly, acting like a professional. Keeping on climbing at a proper rate. If I cancel IFR, the airport is not VFR, so I'm out of there. Oh, okay. Right. Got you. That's fair. Special VFR, since the sim weather doesn't have the broken layer. I like that idea. At night requires an instrument rating. Right. Yeah, that's right. And an instrument equipped airplane, an instrument rated airplane, which mine is not. So 1800 and then to Milam. So we're still going to be at Milam. We're going to do the teardrop. Do I actually have to hold, or can I? So we got to do all this again? I got to get up tomorrow. Shoot. Okay, this is fine. We're hitting. Oops. Why are you? Hang on. Getting back to 5-4. Oops, shoot. Just a tad correction. Still climbing. Hello, hello. How's it going? I made a oopsie and now we're on the mist. I am. I should have. I was trying to get down to the 380 and I should have just been like, "Oh yeah, we can see the runway." Gosh darn it. Um and now Milam. I need to Milam. Milam. That's not how you spell it. Gosh darn it. I'm just going to use my GPS. And we're going to go to 3000 because that's what we have to be on for the approach. So we are at Milam. We're going to turn 30 degrees, which is, shoot, the outbound leg minus 30 is 24 degrees. So turning to 24, bringing it down, 24 for a minute. Gosh darn it. Okay. Okay. Bringing the nose up, getting to 3000. Good, just got home. Okay, excellent. Hope it was good. Okay. 24, going at 24. 24 degrees. We're gonna do the stinking teardrop into the. Ugh. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually understanding things and being able to do things properly. Right now, it's just a pain. Getting back up to 3000, 47, so we got about 10 seconds. So, do I have to do the holding pattern or can I just go straight through the VOR and do the thing again? Ah, that was probably 10 seconds. Yep, 10 seconds. All right, standard rate turn. And getting back onto 234 degrees. Not really. Storm took out a few trees. Oh no. That sucks. Oh. I hope they were not the good trees. There's some trees that it's okay to lose. If they're not doing well, it's okay. But then there's the good ones. And they're usually the ones that you lose. 3000, I am supposed to be standard rate. I'm supposed to be finding 234 degrees. Standard rate, getting to 234. Standard rate. 2, 3, standard rate. 4. Sounds like you wish you were there. I bet. We've had a couple this week. Or we're supposed to. Kind of. Have you been able to get any? Any good ones? So, just for the sake of time, I am going to do this properly this time. I am going to forego the hold, go back along, procedure turn, again foregoing the hold, and then flying in. Gosh darn it. Yeah. I hope that that is acceptable, but also, like I said, time constraints. So we're gonna power up now because we don't need to descend or anything. So, okay. So I had some stuff up there that I should probably read. You had the new METAR. So, okay. Forward slips with flaps are prohibited. Yes, I think so. For mine specifically, I think it's with full flaps. So I think up to the point of full flaps, it's okay, but question mark? Like, I'd be careful. I need to get on 234. Can slip depends on workload, but it also depends on limitations of the aircraft. Right, and the in a continual position to land, stabilized approach. Right, yeah, that's fair too. Yeah. Miss. Oh wait, what? Oh, the miss circle to land. Hang on. Getting onto 234 properly. Uh. Direct to. Perfect. Um. Um. New METAR. Okay, so I'm just gonna quick 90 degrees at 9 knots. I think we're still gonna land on the 6. That sounds good. 308. So I do need to adjust that. So I'm gonna quick pause so I can do the altimeter. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. 08. Okay. Not too much, not too bad, but that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna quick finish reading and then we'll get back to the flying. Flew the mist, yes. Canceled IFR. Airport is now VFR. Excellent. Right. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. Like a good storm, but usually that means you're gonna get called out. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. And that's kind of what I like. I've always liked weather too, but the fact of now like having to fly planes kind of like there's a balance in there now where if I would like to fly, I cannot also like the storm while flying sort of situation. But yeah, you're chasing them when your economics were better. Okay. You don't just do any like little amateur stuff at all or just for fun or I don't know. I don't know what all that you could do. Okay, so I need to trim I'm like all wonky trimmed as per usual. Okay. So we're going to go on a heading of like kind of westish to get back to where we're supposed to go. And we're just going to drop power so that we can actually get down properly. Localizer's coming in, so we're going to inch our way that way. And we are still way above, so I am trimmed all over the place. Coming in, so keep turning in. You didn't get paid for it. You rarely do. Sometimes you can get science grants, but they never cover the cost. Right. It has to be a passion. I mean, and that's fair. You need something like that. Or be super famous on social media so you can make ad rev and have people buy prints. That's fair. That's fair too. Okay. So down with power. We're getting our trim figured out. Okay, so we're getting off again. So slightly south of west, we'll put our heading, and as it comes in, we'll start bringing it back. Oh, so I probably should have done the call. I think this is towered, but I don't know. Bridgeport traffic. Cessna Hotel Tree 1 Delta 1 going missed a while ago. And to be honest, you're neither famous or received any grants. I mean, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Ugh. As long as you keep the love and passion for it. That's good. Because I do. I absolutely, from a very, 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 like not even amateur, just an interested party perspective, I do enjoy storms as well. I'm the one who, as soon as it's like, everybody get in the house, I'm going outside to look at it. Power up. Nose down. I don't, Okay, so, gosh darn it. Keeping the scan, keeping the scan, keeping the scan, keeping the scan. Getting back on, turning. Coming back in, so we'll... Okay. Trying to remember the precision stuff. I do. I feel like I'm all wonky trimmed, but I also... Ugh. Yes, it's fine. And we are still on the VOR. Oops, not that far. And it's kind of creeping, so we'll just wait for it to flip. There it is. Blah. And we just wait, and now I have to figure out how to do this thing. Direct to. Okay. So, stain is 6.2 DME. Can you not nose up, please? And I'm supposed to be going... So... So again, is it 60 degrees from the VOR? Yes. Yes. So am I on? I'm not on 60 degrees. Shoot. No, I'm not supposed to. Hang on. 60 degrees in the... So it's 240. I'm supposed to be on 240. I'm flipping this to the 60 because that's where I'm supposed to be at. And I'm pushing this down. Okay. Getting back down to 3,000. We're going to teardrop into the hole. No, we're going to teardrop. We're going to procedure turn, foregoing the hold, and we're going to try this again. So once I teardrop... Apologies. We've got about 2.5 miles until Stain. And then once we teardrop and get back on Stain, or once we... Hang on. Is this considered established on the approach? If I'm going this way? You gotta work in like 6 hours. That's right. So you're gonna get some sleep. Have a good night. You as well. Hope you sleep well. Hope work goes well tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, not sure about Thursday. Usually not at the moment. But then Sunday, yay! Hopefully. Otherwise, yes. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow, and rest of the week. Okay, and so right now I am. Am I technically reverse sensing on the VOR? Because I'm on my 4 flight. I am this away. So we're at Stain. So 210 as a heading turn for a minute. Okay, and since we're gonna count procedure turn as I can descend, and if not, I apologize. Hopefully it's a 10-hour shift. Oh no. Uh, well, I send even more hope that it is a good one. I do hope so. Good luck. Oh, okay. 2-1. Not We're just gonna power back. We're just gonna full power back. Get back on that 2-1. We got 10 seconds at the 2-1. It's absolutely horrendous. Getting down to 1800 while in the turn. And there's our minute, so standard rate. And we got to get on the localizer, so boop. There. So standard rate turning until we get the localizer and get back to Stain. Getting down to 1800. And we're coming on 60 degrees. Okay. Going. All right, coming in, powering up because 1800. Getting to that 60 degrees. 1800. Powering down just a little bit. 60 degrees. All right, so once we reach Stain, we'll start descending some more. Okay. 60 degrees. All right. Carb heat goes out. Gas, fuel's on both. Lights are on. Undercarriage is fixed. Mixture is full rich. Power, we're working on it. Propeller is fixed. We're at Stain, so we're going to drop power, flap range. Keep on that 60. You know, we're going to descend like at like 1,000 to that 380 or 700. We'll go 700 just to be not too aggressive. So we pitch for 700 and then we power for speed. Question mark? Oh, get back on that 60. And we need to get down to 380. again descending. And I have no idea what this whole throttle situation is because we're still above flap speed. And I got almost my whole throttle out. So getting back on localizer, and 380 is about 400, so watching that. All right, there it is. So we power up to catch it, 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 catch it. Okay, we'll also nose up, but oops, not too much. So we'll go 400. We see that runway environment. So, okay. So we just kind of hold it there. We're below glide slope, but that is because we did not use the localizer glide slope, the ILS, because my plane doesn't have it yet. Hopefully this week. Not my plane, the plane I train in. I wish. Can power it down just a little bit. Getting back on that glide slope. Can power down a little bit. Above glide slope. Although I guess I don't know whether or not I can trust it. It looks weird, but okay. And I would like to get my flaps in. Got one. Carb heat, gas, undercarriage mixture. Power prop pumps, safety, seatbelt, security. Lights are on. Get on that center line. Make sure all the flaps are in. Ah. We're going to turn off immediately. It looks so cool. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like, but it looks cool. Oi, oi, oi. All right, and stopping. All right, whew, we made it. All right, carb heat out. Flaps up. Bridgeport traffic, Cessna Hotel Tree 1, Delta 1, clear of runway 6, Bridgeport. Awesome. And trim for takeoff. I don't know what it is, so we're just gonna go. Making our way. Not taxiing like a maniac. That's so cool. I'm gonna go park by the control tower. Or I could just park anywhere because it is already way past when I was supposed to be. Okay. Drift King. Oh, there's a road. I assume that is for the vehicles. Oops. Perfect. This is a good spot. All right. Carb heat. Good. Flaps, good. Trim for takeoff. Avionics go off. All the lights go off. Boop, boop, boop. Mixture goes out. Hello. I will look at that in a little bit. I can't see things properly, so I will look. Thank you. Then the magnetos go out and that goes off. Oh, beautiful. Okay. I just want to go like that. Okay. All right, and thank you for following. Um, a quick look at how cool things are outside, and then we'll look at little nav map and see how terribly I did. Oh, it's so cool. It is. It's a lot. Like VFR stuff is it's its own thing, but then IFR stuff is it is. It's a lot. And that's probably like the main issue isn't the right word. The main difficulty is just how much there is. Okay. We can take yeah, okay, Lil Nav Map. Where's Lil Nav Map? We'll get pretty music on. Hang on. Main menu. There. I'm gonna take this off so I can think. Oi. We'll look at Lil Nav Map. See the terribleness. There. GPS can go off. There. Bada bum bum. Except I need to see it too. Okay. So. We went out. Good. Excellent. And then we turned and wiggled along the radial, and then we started going, and that was about where I was doing something that yeah missed the point and then got back on. Excellent. Didn't quite get back on, and then that thing I don't know what that thing was. And then I started going that way for radar vectors. That's like kind of satisfying just because it looks like thread. I don't know. Started going that way, decided to go back that way. Did that. Something happened here. Teardrop back in, terrible hold, and in. We missed approach. Went there and did what exactly? That's a teardrop, apparently. Questionable teardrop. Went back through. Did it again. This was probably my second one. Went back in. Landed lovely and went in and parked where we wanted. Terrible. Didn't realize little nav map does tracking. Oh yes. I have so many terrible tracks. I'm S turning all over the place. It's spaghetti. I'm now doing IFR spaghetti, so at least we've upgraded to that, I guess. And I promise, as always, I have to say, I fly so much better in the actual airplane. I actually do. Oh, gosh. Don't be afraid of things falling out of the sky and it being me. Yeah. So that was that. That was terrible. Oh, yoy. So yeah, that was, yeah, whatever that was. You know that feeling? Oh, good, I'm glad. It's not just me. Oh, okay. So that was IFR cross country attempted sort of flight planning thing, trying to understand all the alternate stuff as well as all of the regulations and what you're supposed to do with all that. Attempted somewhat precision flying with the the power performance control performance thing. We did a hold. We did a missed approach. It might have been an expedited missed approach, but yeah, I gotta go to bed. So yes, and then we landed, and it was good, and yeah, it was okay. It worked out. Yay. Whoever got lost and found their way here or found their way back, thanks for being here. Thanks for putting up with me. Hope you had a good time. I did have a good time, learned some stuff, and yeah, messed up some stuff, which also goes with the learning. Have a good night, you too. Thank you. Thanks for sharing the flight. Thanks for being here. And yeah, like I said, putting up with that. When do we get me into a fighter jet? As soon as possible, which will be in very many years' time. I like. Do you mean in the sim? We could try something. We could try something. I was saying earlier, my plane anniversary is on next Tuesday, so I'm trying to figure out what to do differently. I'm not sure. I want to do something fun. So my Discovery flight was a year ago next Tuesday, so I want to do something different, but I don't know. So if you meet in the sim, maybe I should try out some other planes. It'll be like a discovery flight of other planes. That could be fun. That could be fun. We'll see. Cause I might still have to do like IFR stuff, but I'll make it fun. I'll make it, yeah. Seriously expecting to get shot down for comedic effect, but he'll teach me stuff in the sim. See, I'm up for this stuff, especially in the sim. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It'd be fun. It would be fun. I will. I'll plan something out if you want to throw some ideas at me. We will. We'll have a good time. So yes. So again, still not sure about Thursday. About reading. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. And then Sunday, we're either doing Minecraft to find some frogs, or we're doing some escape games. And then Tuesday, we will do something fun for Discovery Flight anniversary. So yeah. Anywho, yeah. So that's a plan. Hope to see you again soon, at some point. Get me set up for the low, low price of free. I like that price. You hear carrier ops, aerial refueling, and DCS is challenging. Interesting, interesting. I don't have DCS. Oh, that would be fun though. Aerial refueling in the F-16 is far more difficult than that, even. Ooh, okay. Oh, well, we'll figure something out. And I don't know. Maybe some of the Sundays I'll do some funky sim stuff too. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Ah. So yes, I do. I gotta go to bed. I got an early, long day tomorrow. So if I forgot anything, as always, brain is mush by this point. So again, thanks for all the help. Thanks for being here, tagging along. Viper is twitchy and uses the boom method. Very difficult. Okay. We will. We'll see. We'll maybe play around on Tuesday. All right. Until then, thanks again. And you had to run out for a bit. See you tomorrow. Yes. See you tomorrow. Check out Charlie Foxtrot's I can't even speak. Foxtrot's stream tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be excellent. I'm very excited. Yes. See you tomorrow. And yeah. Thanks. And bye.